Hi guys, this is Luckii with Luckii Sevns Tarot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. These are mid-month messages for all zodiac signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I cannot control what comes out. Anything may come out. So I encourage you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign portion of the video. The roles can be reversed. And I might also be explaining something as if it's happening in a romantic context. And maybe for you, it's playing out in another area of your life. So please use your discernment or feel free to get a personal reading at luckii7tarot.com. All right. We're going to start off with Aries and go from Aries all the way through Pisces in zodiac order. So let's get started with Aries. Can you tell me what is going on with Aries? What may be happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from mid to end of June, from today until the end of June 2025. What do they need to know here? Ace of Pentacles. I like it. Some of you, this is a new job. This could be a new way of making money for some of you that that's very lucrative is what it looks like to me. But we'll see in a second. What can you tell me about this Ace of Pentacles? What is this energy for Aries? Nine of Cups. This is a good energy, Aries. You're about to have some kind of new beginning. Something that... this definitely looks like you're gaining attention from other people, from something that you've been putting in effort or energy into. It's like you're getting something you really want. Possibly like a new job or new way of making money, new opportunity here that seems really solid for you. But there could be a little bit of fear behind it or some kind of choice that you have to make. And I think for some of you, it has something to do with being on hold or having to be patient, having to wait. That could be causing a little bit of fear or anxiety regarding the situation. What else is going on with Aries for mid-June? Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. There may be somebody that you are missing for some of you. It feels like there's somebody that you care about, that you love, that you are missing, or you feel like you missed out on. For some of you, you could be going from a situation where you were like lonely, maybe dealing with some sadness or regrets, to a situation where you really care about somebody. Let's see. Now you do have the Seven of Cups. I don't like it. Page of Swords in reverse, because this is telling me that maybe there's something for those of you going through like some sort of breakup or something. It could be very confusing for you. Somebody here could have been a player and maybe not told you the truth about it, or not been telling you this. And I think you have a lot of love for this person, but there's a huge emotional disappointment here. Some of you, Aries, you may be falling in love with somebody or catching feelings for somebody after a period of time when you were heartbroken or hurt in the past. All right. What else is going on with Aries? I don't like it. Aries. Some of you are moving on from a betrayal. So I guess I do like it in the sense that you're able to move on. Some of you are still going through this process though. A very difficult ending if it's not necessarily a betrayal. But yeah, it does feel like now some of you, there could be a move going on here. I think there is a sense of like feeling left out in the cold, feeling like something just didn't work out. But I feel like you're successfully going to be able to move on from this if you're currently dealing with this. Look at that. Six of Pentacles. Is some of you, this could be that there's somebody from the past that's either involved in this hurt, involved in this breakup, or for some of you, maybe there's children involved. For some of you, this could also be maybe there's a conversation of some kind of rekindling with this when it comes to this person, like trying to reunite. Let me see, is that a reunion? Ace of Swords. Six of Wands. It definitely could be for some of you, but for others, I definitely feel like this might be a new relationship that comes after the situation. Yeah. I feel like one of you is, if for those of you going through like a breakup, right? I feel like one of you has put more effort into the situation, more work than the other. And I feel like it also benefits you to focus on the new, focus on putting effort towards something new, but there is a need to be patient in this situation. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an air sign. What is the biggest challenge for Aries? The Two of Cups. Some kind of relationship is your biggest challenge. And the Lovers could be with a Gemini for some of you. Some of you, the biggest challenge has to do with understanding what's love and what's lust. All right. Or having to make some sort of choice in regards to a relationship and being vulnerable. Whether or not you're going to end something and move on. Okay. I think is your biggest challenge for the next couple weeks. I think it's very difficult. There's something here that may be keeping you stuck, that may be hindering you in some kind of way from your own happiness. Maybe you feel like this is outside of your control. Give me one more for that. Yeah, I think this has to do with like a move or making some sort of change, something coming to an end. And I feel like it may be very difficult to express your feelings. Some of you have this ending coming, but you still have feelings for this person, and it's difficult to let go. Maybe because some of you have kids with one another, or there's still residual feelings there in some kind of way. But I feel like this is not, I feel like there's something better for you coming in. A new beginning. All right. And your outcome, what did I say? Something better, a new beginning. Okay. Some of you may even be in your head and like, again, thinking of something negatively. Maybe you're afraid to learn the truth about this person, or that, yeah, now, those of you that are gotten over, depending on where you're at, right? Those of you who have gotten over a heartbreak, but you have an opportunity to be in like a new relationship here and you're afraid of being vulnerable. I feel like you have a new relationship coming up for you that it scares you to be committed. It scares you to be committed, but I think you have feelings for this person, and it could go the distance for real. And it may even be something that happens very quickly after a period of waiting and bringing balance and healing to your heart. For some of you that are going through the breakup aspect of this reading, I am seeing that there will be like a new relationship that comes in, and then after like you heal and whatever, and it's something that takes off maybe very quickly, that sort of thing. And that could be something that creates a little bit of fear for you. All right. All right. Let's get into Taurus now. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you guys from now until the end of June. Taurus. What can you tell me about Taurus? Remember, the roles can be reversed, Taurus. Taurus, you have some of you, this is like a new beginning. Some of you, this is healing either from a loss of position or healing from something where someone was not fair with you, maybe there was something here that was like outside of your control. Somebody lost control. Let me see. The Ace of Cups. Some of you, there is like a love that you're waiting for, healing from. This could even be like a parent-child relationship. Some of you having like a new baby or something, been waiting on this, and you may be focused on your own healing. Obviously, it's very specific. Some of you, there is a new love option or opportunity here that you've been waiting on. And it requires a lot of effort and a lot of work. But I think the effort pays off. The energy that you put into it pays off for you in the long run. Some of you, this comes... I feel like it comes with a sacrifice of something, or maybe you feel like you have to do this alone, possibly because of betrayals or a lack of trust in others, okay? Some of you, this is like a healing from a financial disappointment where there's a new opportunity available to you, but it requires a lot of hard work and effort. What else is going on with Taurus? Six of Cups. Page of Swords in reverse. Some of you, there could be celebratory energy having to do with family. This could also be maybe you're reminiscing on the past with someone, letting go of... Why do I get strongly like this is like baby, new family member energy for some of you. For others, this might be a love or romantic situation where things are getting more solid. You're learning maybe from the past. You're in a more happier space, but I feel like those of you who have went through something where you were like made to feel bitter, made to feel like you had to protect yourself or whatever, I think that's changing. And it has a lot to do with your own ability to heal, like to take a step back and heal from the past and be able to move on from some kind of drama, or move on from a past situation that wasn't maybe totally secure. You have the World, so this is definitely a big change. All right, this is 100% like a really big change. Some of you, this is ending something that was causing you to feel stuck, ending something that was causing you to maybe be in a toxic space for some of you. Some of you are about to find the relationship that benefits you, Taurus. And I think you're investing in it, okay? I think you're putting forth the effort in it. What else? Yeah, look at this. This is something to be celebrated, okay? But I feel like it's also something that you may be a little hesitant about taking action towards it because of whatever you've been through in the past. But this does look like something here. Yeah, it's like you got trust issues. So, it's kind of something that may hold you back a little bit from taking action immediately on it, but I think it is a beautiful sort of energy. What is the biggest challenge for Taurus? The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is like an energy of trying to protect yourself, right? Not wanting to see something for what it is, or this is like an energy of guardedness and having to make some sort of decision without maybe seeing everything for what it is, right? And so there is a brand new beginning that has stability, but maybe you can't see it for what it is in order to make the right decision for yourself, or you're having trouble with that. Look at that, y'all. Definitely lots of choices here. But I think things happen very fairly for you in some kind of way. Some of you, if there is something here where you or somebody that you love is experiencing like a legal matter or legal situation, it may feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, and that could be difficult for those of you. Look at this. This is the third time that the Ace of Pentacles came out at the bottom of the deck. That is underlying energy, guys. So even if you're going through something that feels very difficult, you feel like you have to protect yourself, and like there's some undecided energy here, right? I think that you may not really see it for what it is. It's really an opportunity to start fresh, to have a stable situation here. So let's see. What is the outcome to this? Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands energy and the Fool, this is like, it's telling you to take a risk. It's telling you to just go for it and make this change that's necessary. Now, you may have to take things a little slow when it comes to this change. But I definitely feel like there is something that you don't fully see. You don't fully see it, guys, is what it's telling me. You hold yourself back from it because you don't see it for what it is. And maybe you're going through some sort of emotional change when it comes to this, or it is a more emotional situation for you to have to deal with this change. But I think it's beneficial to you, if I'm being very honest. I think you're seeing it maybe from a negative standpoint, but it really does seem to be something very beautiful that's happening. Beautiful and stabilizing that's happening for you, okay? All right, let's get into Gemini now. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's see what's going on with you. Remember, the roles can be reversed. Only take what resonates, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you for the rest of June 2025. Seven of Swords. Eesh. And the Page of Swords in reverse. Some of you are walking away from something that you don't trust. Or there may be somebody doing this with you. I also feel like you may benefit, for a lot of you, you may benefit financially from a relationship or higher level commitment. Whether this is like a romantic relationship that you're benefiting from, or some type of contract or commitment here. I don't think you see it clearly for what it is. I also feel like some of you are trying to, maybe you feel a little bitter and you're trying to hide your feelings or emotions in some way, or somebody's doing this with you. And I do feel like you're making some kind of choice here that you're putting effort into something. You're putting effort, you're working on something. And I'm getting like you don't see that it's going to pay off. It may not be clear that it's going to pay off for you. It may feel like you're being more skeptical. Something of that nature. But I feel like your hard work is going to pay off for you. What else is going on with Gemini? The Empress. Okay, we love it. Some of you are about to gain the attention of others, and this may be from something that new that you were putting in effort and energy into, okay? Some of you, this has to do with like building a family or putting in effort and energy into your own family, especially your children or your parents. For some of you, maybe a mother figure. But I think that for a lot of you, there's something new that you are putting time and effort and energy into that is going to pay off for you in a very lucrative way, it looks like. And maybe it even happens quickly for some of you. Or when you least expect it. Yeah, this is something that brings in a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, that helps you to get out of a rut or get out of your own head. And this requires your own action. Some of you, this is a brand new beginning that requires you to take a chance. I think this is something that benefits your household. Some of you, this benefits a relationship, like going to the next level, some sort of commitment, opportunity. And for others, this is like something new you're working on that brings you a lot of happiness, you're getting a lot of attention for, that may be something to be celebrated amongst family and friends and like affects your family. Let's see what else. 5 of Wands and the Death card. Okay, I like it because this tells me that there's something that hasn't been working for you that's coming to an end. Okay, and it's requiring you to be patient. It's requiring you to kind of sit back and just wait it out. But I think you guys are in an energy that makes you sort of feel stuck to some degree with the Devil. Some of you, you feel stuck because you don't have the financial resources that you want to have. Some of you, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking some sort of decision. Maybe even about ending something. But listen, when you least expect it, things are about to change. Things are going to change, is what it's telling me. Maybe unexpectedly. What else can you tell me about this? 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Can I also say I feel like some of you are going to make money or gain financial security from a partnership or a relationship of some kind? I feel like there's something going on here, Gemini, where you're being tested right now and maybe you feel stuck. Don't get into a place of like skepticism or pessimism, whatever. I feel like you need to be focused and understanding like something is about to change drastically for you for the better. For some of y'all, this could be a relationship, you know. Let's see what the biggest challenge is going to be for Gemini. The 4 of Cups. Maybe you feel like you're not getting your just due. Maybe you feel like you're unappreciated or the universe isn't looking out the way that it should, you know, that your efforts is not met with the reward. All right. You could be pouting about that, right? And some of you are a little confused. Some of you are having to, maybe you're confused about your options, or you're confused about what to do to get out of a financial bind that you may be in. But look, I parted the deck and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I think there's a new opportunity financially coming in for a lot of you. You just have to choose the path and be patient. Tell me more. Ace of Cups. This may be doing something you really love or enjoy. For some of you, this could even be like a new love coming into your life, whether that's romantic or platonic. But I think you do have a guard up because there's emotions there. If that's the case. But I feel like there's a new beginning here. Something that requires you to have new energy, to heal. All right. And I think it's talking about where you need to focus on the good. And I feel like, yes, there's something you got to be patient about. But I feel like this patience is rewarded. What is the outcome? Five of Swords. Maybe there's a little bit of uncertainty about what action to take. But a lot of you are going to be focusing on yourself, maybe even becoming single or focusing on your own singlehood. Some of you, this is going to be making money on your own, all right? Being financially stable on your own because of the effort and the energy that you've put into something, right? And the patience that you've had and the difficulty that it's been that you've been dealing with. And I feel like when it comes quickly. All right, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. When it comes in, it comes very quickly. It's like you're turning on the faucet is what I'm getting. And it comes from a place of not giving up. I'll tell you. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. It comes from a place, Gemini, of not giving up, of believing that something's going to give. No matter what you're going through and how you feel like, you know, you're stuck and you want to protect yourself and all this and all that, continue focusing on what you're doing or what new opportunities are coming in. And don't get stuck in this place where you feel like there's missed opportunities, where you feel like things aren't working out for you, that you're not appreciated, etc. And focus on, you know, the endurance of it all. Because I feel like in the end or in the long run, it's going to work out for you in a really big way, possibly in a way that benefits you financially in a big, you know, in a bigger way. All right, guys. That is what I have for you, Gemini. Let's do Cancer now. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you guys. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The roles can be reversed. Remember that. Let's see what's going on for mid-June 2025. Ooh, Cancer, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be feeling some sort of disappointment in regards to a child or someone younger than you. Some of you, this could be hearing some sort of disappointing news. Let's see. Tell me more about this. The Magician and the Chariot. I love this because this talks about likely a lot of you may be moving on from some type of disappointment. Yeah, a part of the deck, and you got the Star showing up. This is moving on from a disappointment, manifesting something new, likely to be some sort of healing opportunity here that comes in for you. Yeah, this is an ending. You're moving on from something that is very disappointing. And look at that, the Star wanted to show up, bottom of the deck, underlying energy. So this is telling me that you're going through ending something where maybe you were going through a very, you know, a difficult time. That was disappointing for you. It could have been a third-party situation or some form of betrayal for some of you. It doesn't have to be that. It could be just something that you were just unhappy with that was really stressing you out. But you're able to manifest something. You're going through an ending, likely moving on. Look at that, Seven of Cups and the Judgment. I feel like you have a choice to make, maybe more than one opportunity happening here for you to make a decision. And I think that decision or that choice that you're making is leading you to something that you truly want and providing some energy, some level of healing for you. Now, you do have the Seven of Swords. I don't like that the main cards are like negative. Ugh. So for some of you, there may be somebody from your past. And look at that. I parted the deck again and you got the World. So this does talk about ending something maybe due to betrayal and moving on from that. Some of you, this has already happened to you. And maybe you were going through something where you had trust issues, whatever the case may be in the past. And now this is an opportunity for you to have some kind of new beginning. Yeah, you're moving on. You're taking action to move forward. And look at that. This is some kind of new opportunity, new beginning coming in for you where things are fair. I think you've been putting in a lot of effort, a lot of energy into whatever this is, whatever healing situation this is. And this is an opportunity for things to start working out for you to your benefit, okay? Let's see. Give me one more for this. Page of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. Some of you, if this does happen to be financial or affect your finances in some way, I feel like there is an option or an opportunity. And look at that, Five of Cups in reverse. I think you're getting over disappointments. I feel like you're not going to have any regrets about a choice that you are making that's going to bring benefit to you. Some of you, if you do have legal issues, I think you're overcoming that. What else is going on with Cancer? Ace of Pentacles. What? We love it. What did I say? This is talking about a new beginning, Cancer. This is definitely talking about an opportunity for you. Maybe you feel undecided about it. I don't know. Maybe you feel undecided about this new opportunity for some of you. And it may be something that brings healing into your life. It may be something that you may have to be patient about, okay? Because for some of you, there's something that is ending for you. And there's a healing opportunity that's coming in. That's a brand new beginning. Some of y'all, this could be in regards to finances. I think you're gaining a lot of attention. Some of y'all have become, maybe you have become bitter in the past over this situation, but I think you're gaining a lot of attention, and this is going to bring you to a brand new beginning. Tell me more about that. Eight of Swords in reverse. This is going to help you get out of your own head and to be able to move on successfully towards whatever new goal or new opportunity, new situation this is. I love this for you. I think you're thinking clearly about it. What is the biggest challenge, though, for Cancer? Seven of Pentacles. Continuing to put the work in. Continuing not to give up on something. And for some of you, it has to do with you going through and doing some shadow work on yourself. Or you getting over something that made you feel lonely. That made you feel... I feel like some of you, this is having to put work in on yourself, and that's challenging, right? Having to do the shadow work. And you have the Five of Wands. You may feel like things are not working out for you. You feel like something is on hold, you know, preventing you from taking the necessary action, from having like the life that you want to have in some kind of way. And it may be difficult to continue to do the work and have to be patient and whatever. I think you have a lot of emotions in regards to this. But I also feel like this is something that in your life is ending. And it may be a difficult ending that requires... I parted the deck and look at how the cards laid when I parted it. Ten of Swords and the Star. It may be something that is an energy you have to release and let go. It's over. It may have been difficult, or it may be difficult, but there is a new beginning and some healing that comes behind this. What is the outcome? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you, if this is regarding a relationship, the outcome is that you're going to be single, more focused on your financial stability. And this may be bringing you closer to family and friends and things like that. For others, this is a situation where it's like you're gaining more financial stability from this situation, and it may be something that also affects your home and family, something that's to be celebrated. Tell me more. The Tower, Scorpio energy, and the Five of Pentacles. So there may be something here, especially for those of you who have felt financially drained or whatever. This is like an unexpected change for you. And again, part of the deck and the star wants to come out. That's beautiful energy. This talks about healing. This talks about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And I feel like there is a choice that you have to make here. And I think the choice is to move on, move forward, to end something, and look at that, and begin something new. Put effort and energy into building something brand new for yourself. Give me one more for the outcome. Page of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're not going to regret letting go of something. You're not going to regret letting go of something. I want to get one more for this. The Knight of Cups. There is something brand new, I think, coming in for you, and your actions are going to reflect that. I think this is, if this is a person, I feel like they could have fire in their chart. If this feels more financial for me, for a lot of you, like a new financial opportunity to change things around. Yeah, to gain stability. Some of you could like gain more financial stability through a move or some kind of travel as well. Some of you may even meet someone and have to move or travel with this person, or travel to meet this person, something like that. All right, but I feel like what's coming is way better than what you're leaving behind. All right, let's get into Leo now. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you for mid-June through the end of June. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And the roles can be reversed. What's going on with Leo? Two of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay, some of you, I do feel like you are intuitively focused on a new beginning. Now, some of you, this could just indicate that you're having good sex. Maybe there is a friends with benefits situation you're focused on. We'll see in a second. Oh, some of you, this is a manifestation of a new commitment, a new beginning. You're taking on more responsibility when it comes to a relationship or a commitment. Somebody that you love, you have a lot of emotion for. I feel like things may be moving forward in a good way, it feels like. I'm definitely getting like almost like a building your family type of energy. Some of you are like focused on building your family, building strong commitments and relationships, taking on responsibility here. Let's see. What else is going on with Leo? Page of Wands. Some of you are really there could be some discussions here about what to do, or what you should be doing, or what you want to be doing in regards to like something that brings in more financial stability. You do have the Five of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups. So I think things do seem to be working out. I feel like there's some kind of emotional connection here that you have to this, that things are finally working out. Some of you, this is like, you may be letting go of having to penny pinch as well, through some kind of new opportunity. I also want to say one of the side note messages that I'm getting from this is some of you could be getting some kind of child support or something like that, that is financially beneficial or making more money, maybe even having to do with younger people or something like that. I feel like things are working out for you in a really big way. That what you put out into the world is coming back to you with some good karma, okay? You're getting something that you've really wanted, and it may pay off for you, not just for the month of June necessarily, but overall. You have the Eight of Wands, so, and the Chariot. Some of you, this may be a move. Some of you, this is a successful change that you're having. I feel like there's a new beginning, something you're not going to regret. Like you're focused on your own healing. Ten of Swords. You could be overcoming some kind of drama, moving on from some sort of dramatic situation, dramatic ending in some kind of way, leaving people and things behind that may have been hurtful or painful for you. And a lot of you, I'm feeling like you may be coming out of a financial rut for some of you, ending something where you didn't have a lot of control. What is the biggest challenge? The King of Swords. So your biggest challenge has to do with you being patient and making some kind of final decision on what action to take. Maybe you don't, this is something where you can't have like a knee-jerk reaction. You really have to think about things. Yeah, a lot of y'all are protecting yourself from a past situation, past person. I mean, I see you moving on. I feel like there is a fear. It looks like there's a fear of getting stuck or dealing with some sort of toxicity. Wondering if you're like making the right choice. I feel like this comes with having to let go of certain ideals in your life and focusing more on some sort of new beginning, okay? And investing in something new. And maybe that's difficult because it does feel like a big change for you. Something new. What is the most likely outcome to this for Leo? The Queen of Wands. So this is you stepping into your power, whether you're a male Leo or a female Leo. This is you having to be patient and wait for the right opportunity to take action. Yeah, what did I say? Be patient. Be patient. There may be something, again, that you have to let go of unexpectedly in some kind of way, and you have to be patient. Look at that. But this seems to be something that changes things for the better, that brings in more stability into your life. And it's something that requires your effort and your continuous work to move towards this new beginning that you're about to have, okay? I feel like you want it and you want it now. And it's something that's testing your patience, but when it happens, it's going to happen all of a sudden. because you didn't give up on it. And this feels like the Gemini read, I feel like. But then you're going to be able to like take your power back, have more control. I do think that this does come with a sacrifice though. All right. And for you not to give up on something. There's something you know you have to walk away from. But it's like, don't give up on the idea or the goal that you have. Stay the course. All right. And a lot of you, I feel like this does have to do with your own financial security. I'm seeing a lot of financial security come in. Now, I will say some of you, there's a situation, maybe a romantic situation or something that you feel like you have to give up on. This could be having to give up on your singlehood to be in a committed relationship with somebody for some of you. And maybe you feel a little guarded. You know, it's telling you to be patient. It's telling you to take your time, that there is some kind of healing coming in. All right. Which I love that for you. Hopefully this resonated. All right, guys, let's get into Virgo. Okay, Virgo. What are the mid-month messages for the month of June for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Remember, the roles can be reversed. Thank you guys for hitting the like button for me. Virgo, the High Priestess, Piscean energy, and the King of Cups. Somebody may not be expressing how they really feel. Let's see, they have big emotions. They may not be expressing something. Or there could be somebody here that has, that maybe you feel like there's some mystery about them. Somebody that has pulled away. Some of you are feeling like you gotta pull away to invest in like family, that kind of thing. Seven of Pentacles. There's something I think you're putting a lot of effort and energy into that you shouldn't be giving up on, even if you feel like, you know, it's not working for you. Some of you, there's a loss of something, or maybe you feel left out in some way, but it is something that maybe you don't see clearly. But I'm definitely getting like you benefit from it. That there's something about having to deal with the lonely feeling and like backing up or pulling away, that I don't know, there's something about backing up or pulling away that leads to a big change for you. Some of you are also maybe overcoming financial difficulty through your continued effort, even if you don't see it yet. What else? Now you do have the Ten of Swords. Eesh. And the Page of Wands. There could be a conversation in regards to someone's betrayal, or you getting news of somebody's betrayal that leads you to take a risk or to go down a brand new path. Five of Swords. Some of you feel undecided in regards to your feelings or your emotions. Or there may be something where someone feels stabbed in the back by somebody that they care about or have feelings for here. But I'm truly getting, for some of you, an ending of a relationship of some kind, maybe due to some sort of betrayal, in some way benefits you. Gives you something that you really want. It may even benefit your family. And this has to do with something from the past or somebody you have some type of history with. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. And the Tower. So something is changing for you. All right. I feel like you're about to get, because you don't give up on something, and it's like you're about to get some good karma for something you've been putting in work towards. And this is a brand new opportunity. There's some healing available to you. And this could even bring in financial stability for a lot of you. But I also feel like it comes at an emotional cost in some kind of way. And it may be an emotional cost through decisions or things that happened before. Maybe with somebody you did have like a lot of feelings or emotions for. Somebody here could have been toxic, could have been, there could even be like conversations where with somebody that, I don't know if this person was toxic or the relationship was toxic, or some of you just felt kind of stuck in some sort of toxic energy, and it's taken a while and a lot of work and effort for you to heal and get over that. But I think you do. What's the biggest challenge though? The Three of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Some of you, the biggest challenge is to walk away from something, to let go of hope of rekindling certain relationships. The Six of Swords. Yeah, it feels like this is something you got to walk away from, and you have to focus on things that you're committed to. Have faith that things are going to work out for the best. It may also be for some of you, very difficult to discuss certain things, to talk about the past, or to talk about the past or speak with somebody from the past so that you can let go of that and move on for more stability. All right. But this, I think, does present you with a new opportunity to have stability in your life. Emotional stability and financial stability, but I think is also something that has maybe been a long time coming for you, is kind of what it's giving. What's the outcome? Okay, well, the outcome is the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the Lover is reversed. So some of you are protecting yourself. You're releasing something. You're making a final decision here to let go of something. Even if it's an idea of what, to let go. You're releasing something you were holding on to. And I think this allows you to go at something alone more independently. And for some of you, even to gain more financial independence. Okay, Four of Wands and the Sun in reverse. And the Magician. I think you are, there may be something to be celebrated here. I'm not going to lie. I feel like some of you are manifesting some sort of new opportunity, new beginning, maybe getting into new commitments. And maybe there is still some, I want to say it's like undecided energy. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right choice? But I think this decision is of high value for you. I feel like this decision brings balance into your life. This decision brings good karma into your life and brings some level of stability into your life. All right. And I feel like your focus needs to be more on home and family and your own personal healing, and not allowing anything to keep you stuck, but focus on the future. All right. All right. Let's get into Libra now. Okay, Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's get into Libra. Remember, the roles can be reversed. What's going on for the mid-month of June until the end of June for Libra? Ace of Pentacles. Some of you have a new way of making money. A new opportunity to gain stability. Yeah, oh my goodness. Libra, there may be something coming towards you that's very stable, and maybe even I feel like it's a form of protection for you. All right. I also feel like you have a wall up. You may be waiting on some kind of decision to be made. Like you're trying to protect your energy, but there's something trying to keep you stuck. Some of you, this could have to do with like a Capricorn. There could be, if this is like a relationship with somebody else, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic, but I think that there is potential for a new relationship with stability, possibly having to do with an earth sign, Capricorn, especially. But maybe your guard is up or their guard is up in some kind of way. Let's see what else is going on for Libra. Six of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands. There's somebody you're ignoring or not trying to give any attention to, or this person may be doing this with you. They could have fire in their chart. I feel like Ten of Pentacles. We love this. Some of y'all are trying to let go of something and focus your energy on your money, your resources. It could be trying to let go of singlehood or trying to let go of a certain, getting out of one relationship and getting into another one. Some of you have a financial opportunity for a commitment coming in. So this could be like a contract coming in that's long term, that it brings in more money. Some of you, this is a relationship you're trying to get out of to pursue something else. Okay. Some of y'all are just trying to overcome financial disappointments or being financially drained. And I think that's coming in for you. Give me one more for this. The Eight of Swords in reverse. So you're getting out of your own head. You're not letting anything stop you. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Libra. Or when I say Libra, some of y'all could have been dealing with a Leo with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck in reverse. And maybe there's something here. I feel like somebody may, for those of you that this is like relationship wise, somebody may want to let go of a relationship and the other person's still trying to hold on to something here. So it feels like there's something that's holding you back or trying to keep you held back in some way. In terms of finances and career, I am seeing more money come in. But I also feel like the more money that you're making, for some of you, there's a relationship where somebody may be trying to get money from you. Something like that. Let me see. What else is going on with Libra? The King of Wands. Again, with the fire sign energy here. And then you got the Queen of Wands. Okay. Some of y'all have kids with somebody. Now, I will say that there may be someone that matches your energy, that has feelings for you. It could be something new for some of y'all. And you got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. I feel like the sex could be really good for you. It could be something that, for a lot of you, that helps you to get over something. To get over something that was making you very unhappy. And it seems like there's a new opportunity here coming in that has you emotionally invested. And look at that. The Star. This is a healing opportunity, I think. Some of you has to do with a Sagittarius. You also have Leo heavy and Aquarius and Capricorn. But regardless of what sign it is, I'm definitely getting like there's a healing opportunity here and some sort of new beginning where you could end up having feelings for somebody new. For some of you, if you're already in a relationship, it could be that the relationship is healing in some way and you're able to like start fresh or focus on the future. What is the challenge is doing the work. Some of you are having work challenges or challenges putting in the effort, maybe because there's something you don't see clearly or because somebody is dealing with something here with their emotions or hiding their feelings, trying to hide their feelings. I feel like it's hard for you to move on from something. or somebody's trying to make it hard for you to move on. And so you could see the life you want. I think you're very certain about it, but there is something here where somebody's trying to hold you back. Or this is you holding yourself back from being able to fully move on from somebody that was unappreciative of you, or a situation where you just felt like you were not getting what you deserved, no matter what effort you put in. What's the outcome? The Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. That's the outcome. Things are changing. I think you're moving on, moving away from this. This is a brand new beginning. Something I think that you have manifested with the Magician here. There's going to be movement. And for some of you, there could be maybe like somebody feeling financially drained here, going through depression or sadness due to an ending of a relationship. But I feel like you guys, no matter what the situation is, like you are ready to walk away because you don't trust. There may be trust issues here. You don't trust this person. They have a lot of secrets. And I think you're just waiting to be able to do that for some of you. For others, this is an opportunity for you to start fresh, to get motion, and to move forward. And maybe you have to make some sacrifices in order to do that. You got to leave certain things behind, whether it's ideas, whether it's, I don't know. There's certain things that you have to make sacrifices for. And I feel like you being patient and making the right sacrifices gives you exactly what you want in the long run. All right. Which is a really beautiful energy. All right, Libra, let's get into Scorpio now. My Scorpio subscribers. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into your reading. This is for mid-month of June to the end of June 2025. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, remember the roles can be reversed. Thank you guys for hitting the like button for me too. All right. Scorpio, what's coming up for you? Some kind of new beginning that makes you really happy. Some of you, this could be like good sex with a Leo. All right, let's see. What's that about? Oh, Scorpio, you're putting in effort towards a relationship, or there's a relationship here. Some of you, it's a new relationship. Some of you, if you've already been with this person for a while, this could be like things getting better between the two of you. Let's see. For some of y'all, this has been maybe you've been waiting for these changes to happen in your love life. I feel like there's a lot of communication about some sort of new beginning. This is something I feel like you guys have manifested for yourself. This is something that you have all the tools and the power and everything to focus on, to move forward on. I like this for you so far. Now, if this isn't romantic, this could also be that maybe there is communication about a relationship. Like maybe you're talking with somebody, you know. I feel like this is going to be a new opportunity for a lot of you. And I definitely feel like sex could be good for a lot of you Scorpios. Let's see what's going on. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'm definitely getting like, there is something here that you're no longer putting effort or energy into. Some of you, this is like maybe you were in a bitter place. You weren't talking to somebody, or you stopped talking to them. And this makes you like a happier, this makes you happier in some kind of way. Now, I will say this, okay? Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, energy. They could have fire and air in their chart. But this could be like somebody giving up their player ways or something. I feel like there's somebody here that wants to have more stability, that's definitely making sacrifices for a relationship. To build with you, okay? This is somebody like making a final decision. And this is something I think you're very happy about. This is this is a brand new beginning for you. This is where the effort and energy that you have put into something comes back to you the way that you would want it to come back to you. All right. I feel like y'all, this is like reform player energy. Maybe this is yours. Maybe this has to do with somebody towards you, but what else? There's the Sun card, the Leo energy there. And for it to come out in the upright, guys, I feel like you're going to be happy with some sort of final decision. But there is some nervousness here. There's some nervousness because some of y'all have been betrayed. Okay? Some of you have been betrayed. And I feel like things are definitely changing. But I feel like they're changing very quickly, and I feel like you guys are able to move forward, and you're moving forward towards something that has a lot more stability. This is where it's like, I am strongly getting like an energy of being able to let go of something and move on and really emotionally trust. But I feel like that scares you to some degree, or there's some kind of nervousness about being emotionally vulnerable. But this does lead to some kind of happiness here. What is the biggest challenge? The Emperor in reverse. The biggest challenge may be that someone that y'all are dealing with is a player, or you have to let go of some kind of control. Maybe the situation is outside of your control, okay? And it may be difficult to get out of your fears and your mental hangups in regards to this situation. It may be difficult to open up to someone because you've been unappreciated in the past. Some of you feel like something is just outside of your control. I feel like maybe this even, I don't know, there could be something where it's costing you something financially. I do feel like there's an energy of having to be patient also that could be a challenge for you. Or there's maybe even some type of fear that this person or this situation could cost you something. Some of y'all just don't maybe realize that the effort and time that you're putting in is a part of something a bigger picture that you're manifesting. And I feel like you got to go through something. I feel like you're going through some kind of drama or something here that's creating this fear for you, or you're getting over some kind of drama that has created this fear for you. But I feel like this works out. This is probably the best reading I've done for y'all in such a long time. Let's see what the outcome is. Queen of Cups and the Judgment. I am strongly seeing you let go of something that you've been trying to hold on to and make some decisions based on your heart. Queen of Wands. I feel like you don't see, this is almost like an energy of like trying to protect yourself, right? But taking the action that you need to take as well. Let's see. For some of y'all, maybe you may have felt like somebody wasn't growing up or wasn't going to get it together. You may feel like somebody doesn't want to talk about or communicate their real feelings. But here's the thing. I feel like you're releasing a lot of energy that was holding you back, that was, this is like being able to move forward in a way, maybe like moving forward in a way that helps you to achieve some type of success, helps you to accomplish what you really want, which I think is just true happiness and being at peace. Give me one more for that. There's that Knight of Cups energy. There is something coming in where somebody's getting over their fear of being emotionally vulnerable and like really putting forth effort towards their happiness and coming together. And I think this is, you're releasing the devil. You're releasing the restraints. You're releasing the toxicity. You're letting go of something that was controlling you or hindering you, holding you back. All right. This is a really beautiful reading, Scorpio. And I'm very happy about this for you guys. So hopefully this is helpful and actually playing out for you. Let me know in the comment section. Let's get into Sagittarius now. All right, Sagittarius. Let's get into your reading for mid-June. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Remember that the roles can be reversed. All right. What's going on with Sagittarius for mid-June to the end of June 2025? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What do we have? The Nine of Swords. So there's something you're nervous about, something you're worried about, and it may have to do with a breakup that could be haunting you. Maybe something about leaving family behind in some kind of way. Let me see. Why the Nine of Swords? Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Some of you, Sagittarius, I feel like there's some, it feels like there's something here that you got to let go of. Yeah, you got to, I said that, and look at that. You have to walk away from something, and I think it's really on your mind. This is a big change for you, and this is something that I feel like controls a lot of your mental space. Maybe somebody you got to stop talking to, or you have stopped talking to. But I think, look at that. But it does look like it's a release. It's letting go of something that was controlling you, and it may be unexpected. I think this is a very big change for you. And so maybe that's where the fear, the worry comes in. I feel like you're letting go of something toxic, something that was keeping you stuck. Some of you, this has to do with a Capricorn. Let's see. The King of Pentacles. Okay. And the Sun. A lot of you are about to gain a lot of stability, security. I feel like there's a lot of growth potential for you, a lot of happiness coming in with some kind of new beginning. Let me see. Yeah, but it does require you not to hold back. Okay, it requires you not to hold back and to take some kind of action, to step into. It requires you to do the work. All right. Yeah, it's talking about putting forth the effort. Okay. And that may be emotional effort for some of you, but it's telling you you got to let go and you have to do the work to step into this new personal power that you have. Some of you, there could even be a relationship coming up, a commitment coming up that requires you to sacrifice your singlehood or something like that. But it is something where you got to stand up into your potential, right? And maybe this is something that requires you to be emotionally vulnerable, okay? And put forth the effort. Let's see what else is going on with Sagittarius. There's the Sun that wanted to show up. So what I'm seeing, Sagittarius, is there is some sort of happiness coming in for you. But I think it requires you to let go of something. I think it requires you to walk away from something. Some of you, this could be that maybe you've been going through a financial difficulty of some kind or a feeling of loneliness. And I think something comes up for you that brings you a lot of happiness. Let's see. I feel like, now for some of y'all, you've been going through maybe having to do some shadow work on yourself. Okay, maybe you're a player, or maybe you've been played in the past, and that has caused some type of loneliness or depression, you know, that sort of thing. And you've been maybe stuck in that energy and kind of not knowing what decisions to make. But I think that you're going to make the right choice here that's going to lead you to some sort of happiness, because this is a change for you. All right, this is a change. This is where you got to let your guard down. Okay, you gotta, some of you need to give up something, walk away from something. Now this could be a person that you have to walk away from. This could be a behavior. This could be a lifestyle. But there's definitely a change, and I think this change brings in something new that brings a lot of happiness for you. I think this change is a part of your own manifestation here. I feel like there's something where it's like it's no longer remaining a mystery to you. You see it happening in real time in your face. Give me one more for that. The 9 of Cups. Listen, okay? Some of y'all this leads to so much stability in your life. You're getting something you really want. And things, look at that part of the deck, and you got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are really going to be changing for you as you embark on this new manifestation you're trying to obtain, which does look like total happiness. What is the biggest challenge, though? Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you got to let go of your feelings for someone. Some of you got to let go of the feeling that something didn't work out, that you didn't have success in a certain relationship, or you didn't have success in something from the past that maybe have been very difficult for you to get over. Okay? Tell me more. It may be difficult to start fresh, to start at zero, right? To take a risk. And you may even feel unsupported. You may be feeling like things aren't going to come together, kind of looking at something from a negative perspective, and wanting things to happen now, not wanting to be patient. Look at that. You got the Temperance in reverse, which is your own energy. So maybe there is some level of like bipolar emotions you feel in regards to something that you need to be patient about. Okay. And it's difficult to be patient. It may be difficult for you to heal from this and focus on this new beginning, new future that you have coming in, because you're thinking of it negatively. This is something that's taken over a lot of your mental space. All right, you're putting a lot of effort and a lot of work into almost like feeding the fear of it. But I feel like this works out for you. This is like as good as it can get, in my opinion. I'm definitely getting like, get over your fear. Some of you are afraid about maybe getting like a new job or going towards a new path. Let me see what the outcome is. 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles. So again, if this is like a new job or something, leaving one position for something new, it's telling you do the work. Continue putting in the effort. Don't give up. Or there may be something you have to give up on in order to put effort into something else. Some of y'all, I definitely am getting like you're on unstable ground right now. Okay, and you got to make a choice. All right, you got to make a decision. I think this decision for a lot of you that you're making does bring in more financial security for you. For a lot of you, you may not see it that way yet, but it does. And for some of you, this is like making a decision that maybe is kind of forced upon you to some degree. Okay, you may be like looking at something from a skeptical perspective, like, yeah, something is not coming together. I'm not getting what I deserve from it. But I think you need to, this is something that like forces you to take action. You know, you got to step up. What is, some of y'all could be dealing with a Pisces, or maybe a Pisces is involved. I feel like this is where you're seeing the truth of something. Okay. And maybe this has you a little emotional as well. Look at that. I said emotional and you got the Queen of Cups. I do feel like there's somebody you're not giving attention to, or is not giving attention to you. And maybe that makes you feel some kind of way. Okay. Maybe you feel betrayed by that. All right. Something that you're not getting attention for, or whatever. I think you're maybe feeling a little weak emotionally in regards to this. Feeling like something isn't, you know, working out. It feels just like a very skeptical type of energy, but I don't think that you realize that this is the path, like course correcting your path. This is where you're meant to be. All right. And a lot of you just feel stuck in this energy of a lack of success or a lack of forward movement. And you may be in your feelings about it. But I do see healing. And I do see an opportunity for new beginning that brings a lot of happiness into your life if that's what you want. All right. The potential is there. All right, Capricorn, let's get into your reading. All right, what is going on for my Capricorn subscribers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Please remember the roles can be reversed, Capricorn. And make sure you guys hit that like button for me. All right, Capricorn, what's going on with you guys? The Six of Cups and Judgment. Capricorn, you got somebody from your past coming back around. This could be a past lover. Doesn't have to be. Could be a friend, could be family members. There's something from your past coming back up. I feel like you're taking action towards this situation. Some of you, this was something that wasn't successful before, and maybe you never fully got over it. I'm also seeing the potential that some of y'all are feeling stuck and wanting to take your power back. Let me see. Oh, wow, Capricorn. Capricorn, some of you guys have a situation from the past that wasn't successful before, coming back around, and there is an opportunity for this to work out, possibly this time, for there to be some sort of celebratory type of energy, based on your own actions and effort. Let me see, what else? Queen of Swords in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Capricorn, have you guys not been in like the best space? Have y'all been like not yourselves? Some of you are breaking away from something that was controlling you or stopping you in some type of way that was causing you to feel bitterness. You do have the King of Pentacles here and the King of Swords. King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords. Now this could be an energy where maybe you haven't been yourself. Maybe some of you haven't been financially stable in some kind of way, or maybe not living up to your own potential, and you're doing a lot of overthinking. This could be even causing anxiety. You're kind of worried about the consequences of something. But look at this. The Empress, guys. There's something that's brewing. I don't know if you see it clearly yet, but bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. There's a new beginning happening for you, Capricorn, whether you realize it or not. That is very beautiful energy. This looks like, to me, like a situation where if you focus on something new and putting your effort and energy into that, it's gonna grow. Wow. And this flung out for you. The Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, this is like a new job opportunity after dealing with some financial difficulty or something like that. That's very stable. Possibly after feeling like you weren't getting celebrated somewhere or you weren't getting the attention you deserve. There could be a new financial opportunity that's very stable. Wow. You have the Three of Swords that popped out. And the Strength card in reverse. I think a lot of you have been dealing with something emotionally that feels like either a betrayal or may sort of even feel like you're just not getting what you deserve in some kind of way and you feel emotionally weak. But there's something about, wow, you keep getting these cards that are flinging out the sun in the upright. Listen, Capricorn, you don't see this. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel, the waiting to exhale, like the final, like getting the relief you need after a period of feeling stuck, like stuck in an energy of disappointment, stuck in an energy of betrayal or something like that. And it's like, listen, Linda, Capricorn, you got some happiness coming in. Let's see. But there's that Hangman again, but you got to be patient. I feel like this is an energy of not wanting to be patient for this. You know, like, damn, I've been going through it. You know, it feels like nothing is working, you know, but I think, again, you're taking your power back. Okay. Tell me more about that. Wow. Whoa. What a great reading, guys. I love this. This is beautiful because this is getting what you want. This is getting what you want. And I think a lot of it comes from your own commitment to something. Okay? Getting what you want because you're focused on the commitment that you made. You know, Capricorn is the GOAT. And there's the mountain goat. It's like they're patient. That's what is their saving grace. Even in rough terrain, even in, you know, bad situations, they have endurance, right? You have the endurance to see beyond this and to see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And I feel like there may be something you're not paying attention to, but this really does look like, to me, like this is an end of a cycle. An end of a bad period for y'all. And it looks like something beautiful comes in. You don't even see it coming. You may feel unstable to some degree. But it brings a lot of security, a lot of happiness, something you really want. You just got to be patient. What's the biggest challenge for Capricorn? The Lovers in reverse. Maybe you feel like something is outside of your, like it's not your choice. It's not within your hands. Some of you, this is some sort of financial situation. Maybe having to make a choice to let go of something, walk away from something, do something different that you feel like is not even a decision for you. It's a decision made for you, you know, maybe by the universe or whatever. And I feel like a lot of you have been going through and are going through some sort of hermit energy. You're going through some sort of energy where you need to be aligned spiritually. You have to do the shadow work on yourself in order for things to come together. And I feel like it's hard for you to see things coming together with how difficult things have been for you recently. Let me see. What else? Yeah. The Four of Pentacles and the Star. A lot of y'all, you got to let go of something that you've been holding on to. You've been trying to hold on so tightly. And it's like, it's hard for you to let go and to focus on the new beginning, to focus on the future, to focus on your own healing. This is a healing process. This is a healing process for sure. And there's a need to be honest here, okay? There's definitely a need to be honest here. And I feel like you guys got to give up something in order to be open to something new coming in. There's also like a need to be strategic and focus on the game plan. What is the outcome for Capricorn for June? Ten of Swords in reverse. The only way we like to see the Ten of Swords, right? Look at that. And look at the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy, the Magician. A lot of you guys are manifesting your own healing from a very disappointing ending or something that was a betrayal of some kind. You are moving on from this. You're healing from this. Tell me more. Wow. Some of you have a partnership coming in, or you have the support of a partner that is healing for you or presented to you for the future. Okay, this is a brand new opportunity, new beginning. I feel like you do have some level of anxiety that maybe you're not communicating, or you're afraid that somebody's going to be a liar and not tell you the truth, or there's something they're not going to, you know, that they're doing undermined or whatever. But I think that a lot of you are looking to the future and you are going on a brand new journey. You're sacrificing by making decisions to let go of certain things, and I don't think you're going to regret it. I don't think there's any regret. And I'm part of the deck, and the Star card is there. It's like there's healing coming. There's a new dawn. All right. Wow. One more. There we go. Capricorn, your decisions, your choices is not only leading you to what I think is financial security, something that brings in some sort of financial security for you, but also it's like long-term investment, right? So investing in something that feels long-term, that feels like, you know, it's solid. It's going to bring in some sort of solid opportunity for you that could benefit not just you, but like your offspring, all of that. So I feel like this is such a good read. Oh my goodness. I love this for y'all. Congratulations. Okay, Aquarius, let's get into your mid-June reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Remember, the roles can be reversed. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. You have the High Priestess in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Okay. Aquarius, some of you are letting go of old behaviors, old toxic ways about yourself, or something that was keeping you stuck. Okay, that may have caused you not to trust or listen to your own intuition. I do think there's some sort of fear or overthinking about a choice or a final decision about something, or having to do with something from the past. But I feel like you're making the choice. You're making the decision. You're not going to overthink it. But I do feel like there's something here that makes you feel like you have to protect yourself, that may have even caused some sort of bitterness for you because of a lack of security or some sort of in and out type of energy. So it does look like there's something that it does look like you have a reason to feel the way you feel. What else? The Empress. Okay. Some of you are putting forth effort towards something new that is going to be something to be celebrated, something that has a lot of growth potential here. I do feel like you got trust issues though. Like there's something where you got your guard up. Maybe it's because it's something new. Aquarius. Some of y'all, there's a, I don't want to say that. We'll see if I do think there's something that as you give up on it, things start to come together. Things start to work out for you for the better. And this may have to do with a relationship or something where it's like you give up on your feelings for someone because you don't trust them, or you're no longer putting forth effort into your feelings. It's not that you don't have them. I feel like you don't trust this person. For some of y'all, this is like a baby mom or baby dad situation. I don't know. But I am getting like, there's an opportunity here for a brand new beginning. But it looks like it requires you to let go of something, maybe let go of trust issues in some kind of way. And look at that, 10 of Cups. I see you celebrating something with family, celebrating some sort of decision that brings a lot of happiness into your life. That has to do with like family or affects your family in some type of way. Some of y'all stopped talking to someone. Yeah, I feel like some of you stopped talking to somebody who left you in the dust or like betrayed your trust in some way. And you're healing from that and focusing more on the happiness that you have with your family, or creating some sort of new family opportunity or situation. I feel like some of y'all, as you give up on someone and focus more on your family situation, love may come in for you out of nowhere. Like things start to change out of nowhere for you. There could be, this is like a brand new beginning. This is like overcoming some sort of emptiness, loneliness, that sort of thing. Some of y'all this may have to do with a Scorpio or Taurus. Let's see. What is the biggest challenge when it comes to Aquarius? The 6 of Wands in reverse. Some of you, the biggest challenge is maybe not getting attention for something, or trying not to give attention to the past, trying not to focus on the past issues, the past person, whatever happened before, trying not to reminisce. Okay? And maybe this person cost you something financially. It may be difficult that some of you are going through some sort of financial difficulty due to this. Some of you, this is a challenge having to do with like feeling alone, because there's something you know is not good for you and you have to leave it alone. You have to walk away from it. All right. And it's hard for you to take the necessary action to do that. That may be the difficulty. Some of you, this may have to do with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow, Leo energy. And maybe it's because that person was a player, hurt you, that sort of thing. And they may have put you in a third party situation or something. And that is something where it's like, it's hard for you to control your feelings about it, right? Because you do feel hurt. So it's hard to be kind of happy here and you feel hurt by this. And it may have even cost you something financially or cost you emotionally in some kind of way. It made you feel like you're out here all alone on this island, secluded by yourself. But I will say, I think you guys heal. And I feel like it's a challenge to heal. It's a challenge to focus on the future. These things are not easy for you. But I think good karma comes in. I feel like things find a way to balance themselves out. It's just going to be a challenge in order for that to happen. Some of y'all could even have maybe some legal challenges here that you're overcoming and may be difficult and financially draining a little bit. Let me see what the outcome is. The outcome, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Cups. So there is some idea that you're having to let go of. And it may be letting go of the idea of rekindling something or reuniting. But there is something, Aquarius, you're walking away from. Okay? you're walking away, and I feel like as you walk away, things start to work out. Like things start to just kind of fall into place and come together, but you have to make that decision. And I feel like that choice that you're making is leading you to something that has longevity or something that has financial security. Okay? And I don't feel like you're going to regret it. I don't feel like you're going to regret it. I feel like this is going to be maybe a weight being lifted off of your chest. Like, you know, this is where, look at that part of the deck and the Wheel of Fortune. This is where things start to change for the better. Okay? I love this for y'all. Why is everybody getting good readings right now? I love this. I don't think anybody so far got a bad reading. So hopefully this is resonating for y'all. I wish y'all the best. Let's get into Pisces. All right, Pisces, this is your mid-June 2025 reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right. Remember, the roles can be reversed. Let's see what's going on for my Pisces subscribers. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Comment down below. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on with my Pisces subscribers for mid-June. The Four of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay, some of you feel unappreciated by someone from the past. This may be somebody, maybe you've had to withdraw from this person that you have some kind of history with because you feel unappreciated, or this is somebody that's done this with you. Some of you, it could be a Leo. Maybe they have Leo in their chart. I feel like someone here has decided to like give up on this, not put any effort or energy into this so that they can focus on their happiness. But I'm also getting somebody who does, somebody wants to reunite after like a breakup or a period of time off. Okay, like somebody wants to come around, but I feel like the other person is getting ignored or is afraid to speak their truth, afraid to speak up, afraid to say something, like they will be ignored or something. What else? The Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So there's something here. I feel like you guys have a lot of anxiety and fear about something that's really in your head. Maybe about like coming together with somebody, speaking your truth. Let me see. Some of you are, it almost feels like there is a fear of being alone, or that this person's going to, if you come towards them and say, hey, I want to invest in like a new beginning and really try to start over and have some type of growth here because I don't want to miss out, that you're going to be left like hanging, that they're going to leave you out in the cold, something like that. Now, this could be this person feeling this way towards you. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But I'm strongly getting that you still have feelings for somebody, or they still have feelings for you. But there is like a breakup or like a separation here. And somebody wants to come towards the other person, but is like hiding that, or, you know, I don't know. I think there's a fear that this person may be a player still, or in some sort of player energy, trying to be manipulative, that sort of thing. But someone here does not want to have any regrets when it comes to this. Let's see, what else? 10 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, I don't like it. I really don't like that energy. And you got the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you guys still put forth the effort despite not having the outcome that you want. Like, some of y'all feel like you don't have any support from like family, friends, You know, they may not be supportive of you like trying to make something work with somebody, or you continuing to put forth the effort. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety or fear around this person from the past, or around like rekindling the relationship from the past. Ace of Pentacles and the Star. Some of y'all, there is definitely maybe some healing opportunity and maybe some kind of new beginning, but I feel like you don't have the support of other people when it comes to this person. Maybe you guys have let too many people into your business or something. Now, for some of you, I will say this could be a financial situation, a financial opportunity that maybe takes you away from like family and stuff like that. And so you could be afraid that your family is going to be affected if you take advantage of a new financial opportunity that makes you happy and is something you really want to do. But maybe you have a partner or family members that are not in support of that situation. Now, for those of you that this is like love related, I feel like you still love somebody. You have feelings for this person, but other people are not in support of it in some type of way, and that gives you anxiety about it. But I think you want some sort of stable new beginning with this person. You want the full-on commitment, and I do think that there's love there between the two of you. Give me one more for that. And I feel like there's a very strong physical attraction between the two of you as well. But somebody's got to let go of something. And I feel like what they have to let go of is their pride and ego. Not going to lie. Or try to let go of their singlehood, wanting to be a player, wanting to be out here. You know, there's got to be sacrifices made for any relationship to grow. Okay? But I feel like a lot of y'all, you have some sort of new beginning here that's beneficial to you, but I feel like in some way there is some sort of sacrifice, or either a sacrifice that you got to make, or maybe you feel worried that there's no support when it comes to this, but I think you want it real bad. What is the most likely challenge? What's the challenge when it comes to Pisces in this situation? The Two of Wands. Having to wait and be patient, knowing what you want, but then like not being able to take action towards it. I feel like it's also challenging that you have a lot of emotional feelings for someone, or a lot of emotional feelings about the situation. Some of you, there could be a water sign, a masculine water sign energy that is a challenge in some type of way, or a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of y'all, there's love for someone who is not, like, you have a love for someone that is not willing to stand up and be mature. They may be more impulsive, but I think it's hard because you have a lot of feelings that you have not been able to move on from when it comes to this person or this situation. And maybe you felt like you were unheard and you had to like walk away, or had to make sacrifices that you couldn't communicate, or you can't communicate with or about in some type of way. What's the outcome when it comes to Pisces? The Star, Aquarius energy, and Justice. Some of you, there's going to be some healing, a new opportunity for a new beginning that comes in that is going to be some good karma, it looks like. Some of you, there could be some truth that's revealed to you. All right. I feel like you're about to get very clear about something. You're about to gain a lot of clarity. I feel like something works out in your favor, Pisces. I also feel like for some of you, there could be someone that's getting rid of all of their other options just to focus on one person. Like, you know, wanting to slowly like build something solid. Okay. This could be you. What else? The Ten of Swords reversed. I do feel like there's something here it feels like you're waiting on, or you have been waiting on, to try to fix or overcome or heal from someone feeling betrayed or disappointed. And I think that there's going to be communication that comes in, possibly between you and somebody that you are at a distance from. This could be physical distance, emotional distance, whatever. And this sort of helps you to move forward in some kind of way, to let go of the situation and move on with your life. A lot of y'all, I do feel like there might be a second chance, or at least an understanding where you kind of gain clarity and get on the same page with someone, to where you have an understanding of how things are going to operate in the future. All right. But I do feel like there's potential for a reunion, but somebody got to let go of their pride, their ego has to let go of some things from their past or old habits, etc. All right. That is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you all the very best. Please make sure you hit the like button, that you're subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified when I go live and post new videos. I love y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.